Hello, this is Shep here at the Sun Valley Auto Club. In front of us is a 2002 Eurovan, VW Eurovan. It's got the 2.8 V6 in it, just under 127,000 miles. It's like 126.9 and some change, so getting very close to 127. This one has had two owners. The first owner was up in Alaska, put a bunch of miles on, and then very quickly after that, a bunch of miles would be 30,000 miles. I can send on the auto check to anybody that wants to see it. And then it's been here in our valley in Idaho since then with the second owner. So the cool thing about this rig, sorry I didn't move as many cars out as I normally do, but it's getting late in the day. But the cool thing about this rig is it's all factory paint. So the good news with that is that you know there's no rust in there. There's been no accident history, because as everybody knows, you can wrap your car around a tree, not call the cops, your insurance agent, and that's not going to show up, or all sorts of other nasty things. So that factory paint, which is proved by the paint meter, lets us know that there really is no Bondo rust lurking underneath a new paint job. All that being said, there was a spot of rust on that. So all the panels are factory, and then I've got the photos, but this pillar right here is the only thing that has new paint on it. And so there was rust on that A pillar, but that was ground down and then painted to match. And the cool thing about that is that we didn't have to go very far, because there is a seam and there's a seam. So the only thing that's been painted and clear coated is just that seam. So good news, factory paint. Bad news, factory paint, which means you're going to see all the scratches, bumps and bruises of almost 20 years on it. So back in the day, well, we still use gravel. We're using more salt now, so it is rock peppered up there from just a good Idaho car. There's a ding right here. Everyone's probably already seen that. Looks like something backed into here that has not been fixed, and then press that bumper right there as well. So you've got those kind of little issues, and we were looking right at it as well. On this side, you do have some pretty good scratches that have not been repaired, so just be aware of that. The bonus of factory paint is that you know exactly what's happened to this car. The bad news is you can see exactly what's happened to the car. Going back to the rig in general, should mention too that this is a weekender. So the weekender versus the full camper just depends on what you want. The benefit of the weekender is that you have 1,000 less pounds of sinks, stoves, etc. So this is really just for sleeping. I don't know that many people with a full camper that really use all that stuff anyway. And those are quite a bit more expensive. So you do have the little table that flips up right there. You can always pop out seats if you want them. And then you've got a upper sleeping berth and a lower sleeping berth, which I will open that up for us. But a really clean interior. I mean, these seats are super nice. And I did see the captain's chair armrest in the back area there, so that's available. But no cracks on the dash. All the seats and the carpets in really nice shape. We'll spin around. So the mechanical inspection on this one, we did the oil change inspection. We came up with 3 things. Hood struts are out, so this is on consignment, so we just let that stuff be, but I'm just letting people know. The muffler does need to be replaced. Hood struts, and the front tires are, and this is not all-wheel drive, so you can just do 2 at a time. The front tires are a little bare. So the rears are practically brand new, and the fronts are low. So some pretty low hanging fruit. Power windows, power mirrors, nice door cards, and that driver's seat, even though that gets the most use, of course, is in really nice shape. All your user interface buttons are nice and clean and clear. We'll get this out in the sunlight here too, but let me pop open the camper. Oh, the battery is a little low as well. I moved this the other day. It started, but it was low. I just lifted the case and saw that it was a 2015 battery, so it's done everything it's gonna do. So this is actually scheduled to have a battery put in. So I'm gonna drop the camera, flip that. Okay, normally I don't put it away like that, but I did this time. Okay, so just taking a look at the exterior, and we'll fix that up on the interior. Really nice canvas. A couple really tiny pinholes just from the inside latch. One little sun stripe there from an improper fold, but no other holes in it. The screens are in really nice shape as well. The other benefit, if I didn't say, on the Weekender versus a camper, is your lower sleeping berth is wide. So that came down on me because it just rests in here. So here's a look at that part of the sleeping platform. And then if I turn off this light, there's those pinhole. So a little piece of K-tape. Those holes are so small that water's not going to get through there. So this has been outside during a pretty good rainstorm that we had. It was like a 48-hour rainstorm, and the seals on this is really nice. So no interior water damage whatsoever. No water came in through the camper. Lock that into place. I didn't really think this out, but if you're coming in from long distance, you'll want to see this. So here we go. So upper sleeping platform, and then I will just end the video here. I'll do a cold start, and then we'll finish the video outside because I want to tuck that in nicely without any pinching. But we'll do the cold start. There's the brights, lights. You see those turn signals. And that is as good as any placed in the video. All right, make sure you give me a call. I can get you photos of the underside as well as sending you the second part of the video, the link to that. And you can see the test drive. All right, thanks for watching. This is Shep. I can be found at 208-721-1973.